During the session, Mustapha Batchilly, the CEO of Banjul City Council, took the stand to address allegations of financial mismanagement. Batchilly categorically denied claims of misconduct when questioned about the council's financial practices. However, Lead Counsel Patrick Gomez presented compelling evidence suggesting that funds were disbursed to individuals, including the mayoress, without proper accountability.
Of course, normally, if the request comes to me,
right,
yeah,
right,
that is based on a sum of 20,000,
right,
I will exactly, like also instruct the director of finance to pay that same 20,000.
To pay that amount.
Yeah, so there you are right. I'm with you there.
Exactly. So when you go ahead.
Okay, I was trying to come up with another scenario as to how we normally come up in cases where we have to decide internally as to how much we are going to contribute.
I am saying
that's the area I was trying to come to.
Yeah, but I'm saying that area is fictitious. It does not exist because whatever the mayoress asks for is what is given. On numerous occasions, Mr. Batchilly, we have seen that. What is asked for is exactly what is given in her name by way of impress. She holds it in her office and decides how she spends the money without proper account.
Gomez revealed that the mayoress had been keeping significant sums, reportedly $400,000 at her office, controlling how the money was spent without oversight.
You submitted these vouchers. Fatumbega testified here. She is the person that has custody the vouchers and recognized these vouchers and admitted to the vouchers being received. You know what we are saying? You know what is the most important thing here? The idea that you will have the audacity to even give the Lord Mayor $400,000. $400,000 for her to be given to people anyhow she wants for her own political gains. That's what you guys do as CEOs, as finance directors. That's what you do. You empower political leaders, and the people will be suffering, and we will say it. I will say it here over and over and over again. I'm not afraid. You don't know me. You have no idea, Mr. Batchilly. You have no idea. I will say it. But that's what the law is. Let me ask you, that is an impress. Is that not the case?
Yes, this
Speak into the microphone.
Yeah, it's an impress.
Is that not the case?
Yes.
Do you have an impress ledger? Did you grant that impress in accordance with the financial manual? I'm asking you, are on oath.
Okay, yeah. The director of finance, I think the last
I don't ask you that question. Did you grant this impress in accordance with the financial manual? Forget the supporting document. Let's even assume you have all the supporting documents. Let's assume that. Let's now follow the procedure. You think we don't know our job, Mr. Batchilly? The people that advise you, they will not come here. I can guarantee they would not.
Meanwhile, he admitted their wrongdoings regarding the way they were raising impress.
So that, but one thing I have even learned myself during the course of these deliberations is that the way we are raising impress might not have even been the right way, because impress, I overheard you once saying this, and I think I really acknowledge the fact that that should be the case. Impress were not meant for expenses that were predetermined. Impress should have been meant for areas that we are not too sure of how much we are to spend as part of our resources. Then you raise an impress, and then if the officer giving the impress retires, the amount will be able to know maybe this is the balance that is left, out of what was given, reflecting on the fact that it was an emergency. Then there was no means of exactly knowing what was needed for the execution of those things. So based on that, really, I don't have any counter arguments to make.
Exactly. Mr. Batchilly, this is a more fair conversation.
Yeah.
You understand that? It is a more fair conversation when things are wrong and they are very clear.
Yeah.
We admit and we move on.
Yep.
I don't make determinations. The commission doesn't make determinations.
Yeah.
But when things are very clear, we don't have to try to be smart about it. Because the law, like I said earlier, would always be around to guide all of us regarding what obtains. That was why the earlier answer regarding trying to be smart regarding the vouchers would not be tenable, because it's probably one of the least that we intend to rely on when the necessary books of accounts to factor in the records of the accounting processes.
The testimony also touched on a controversial street lighting project where Batchilly was questioned about committing $1.2 million of council funds in a manner that allegedly violated procurement regulations. Batchilly explained that he was carried away by the street lighting situation. As the commission's sitting continues, other critical topics are expected to be explored, including the council's financial manual, the approval process for expenditures, and the necessity of obtaining clearance for certain payments. Awasane for Star TV News.